Welcome friends. Today we are going to discuss about lab program 3. So this lab program is designed to understand the concept of using cookies and sessions in PHP program. So now we will discuss how to create that cookies and sessions and display on the web page. So we will discuss lab program 3, creating cookies and session variables. So now 3a in 3a, we are going to write a PHP program to store current date and time in a cookie. So, and display the last visited on date time on the web page upon reopening of the same page. So that means we have to create one cookie to store current date and time. So, and that is last visited date and time. So, and that last visited date and time has to be displayed on the web page upon reopening of the same page. So now we will see how to work with this program. So first you have to go to the C drive. So and XAMPP application. So first go to XAMPP control panel and switch on the server. So after switching on the server, so go to htdocs. So this htdocs works as a root directory for local server. And double click on that. And here you can create the folders and each folder will act as a project. So now I created one project called lab3. So in this I have two files, one for cookie and one for session. So first we will discuss about this cookie program. So open with Notepad++. So and this program has to be executed on the web page as a web page. So here we follow the HTML syntax for creating a web page and displaying the last visited date and time on this web page. So here first we create a title. So that is last visit using cookies. So and again set some CSS, so background color of the web page and text font of the web page. So and again give some headings like web programming lab and welcome to web programming lab. So after that I am taking a paragraph tag. So here I am mentioning some CSS again. So style is considered as color blue and font style I have taken is italic. So next, the PHP part of the program. So in this PHP part of the program, so first I am setting some default time zone. So that is set to Bangalore. So and after that, so we have to create a cookie. So for storing the current date and time, and that date and time will be stored in a cookie, and whenever you reopen this page, so we have to display the last visited date and time by using this cookie. So now for creating a cookie, so we use set cookie built-in function to create the cookies. So and this set cookie takes three parameters. The first parameter is name, the second parameter is value, so and the third parameter is expiry. So the third parameter is expiry, so it acts as a expiry time for this cookie, lifetime of this cookie. So now according to this syntax we are creating the cookie here. The cookie name we are giving as a last visit, and then the value of the cookie is date. So now this date is a predefined function in PHP program. So and here it takes 24-hour formats, and I stands for minutes and G stands for 24 hours format. So and again M stands for month, D stands for day, and Y stands for year. So and the last parameter is expiry time. So now for this expiry time, I am declaring this variable and assigning the value. So the value is 60 into 60 into 24 into 60. So here I can mention the number of seconds, so that up to that seconds this cookie will survive. After that, the cookie will be deleted from the browser. So this expiry time, we can give it as a seconds. So now here, so it overall comes to around 2 months. So this gives the seconds, total number of seconds for 2 months, plus from the current time, this cookie will be remembered by the browser for next 2 months. So the next 2 months is calculated by using number of seconds. So it comes to around some 50,000 seconds like that. So to better understanding, we are multiplying this 60 days into 60 into 24 hours into 60 minutes. So this multiplication will give the number of seconds for 2 months. So that is from now onwards, this cookie will be remembered by the browser for 2 months. So next, how to access the cookie. So here we can access the cookies by using $_cookie. So whenever we create a cookies, all the cookies will be stored in one array. So that array we call it as cookie array. So here, so cookie is the array where all the cookies will be stored in this array. So now we can access all the cookies by using $_cookie. So $_cookie can be used to access the cookies. So once the cookies are set, automatically all the cookies will be stored in this array. By using this array, we can access the cookies. So now I created one cookie called last visit, and the value for the cookie is the present date and time. When we reopen this page again, whatever we stored in the last execution, that will act as a last visited date and time. So now we are using this isSet function to check whether the cookie is set or not. So now if the cookie is set, we will get true, and if the cookie is not set, we will get false. So now because the last set cookie is set, so this condition becomes true, and control enters inside the if loop and takes the value of this cookie. So as I said, so to access the cookie, we can use this $_cookie. So and access that value and store it in $visit. So now we are displaying this $visit, last visited on. So now whatever we store now, and if you reopen this web page, so the previously stored date and time will be displayed on the web page. So and suppose if cookie is not set, we just say that you got some old cookies. So now this is a program to create a cookie for storing date and time and display that date and time when you reopen this page. So now how to execute this? First, go to a browser. So since we started the server, so here we started the server. To check whether the server is started or not, just go to localhost/dashboard. So now you will get this XAMPP page. So this means that your server is running. So now I can execute my file. My file is stored in root directory. So htdocs acts as a root directory for local server. So and the name of the project is lab3. So inside lab3, I have this cookie program. So just execute this. So now this is web page what we designed. We have set the background color and we have given some headings. So we are displaying this date and time. So now this time zone is not considering. So this is not mandatory. So you can delete this. So and save it and again run it. So that we will get last visited on. So this is the last visited. So upon a refresh, it will keep on changing. Every time you reopen this web page, so you will get the last visited date and time. So this is about cookie. So see, so last visited is 31st, 31 minutes, 12 hours, 31 minutes. So this is how we can create a cookie for storing the date and time and displaying that date and time once you reopen the same page. So this is about lab program 3. Next, we have lab program 3B. So here we have to write a PHP program to store page views count in session. That means how many times this page is accessed by the users. So that count has to be created as a session variable, and this variable has to be displayed on the web page upon refreshing of the page. So now we will see how to do that program. So now, so just create one HTML page. So HTML tags and edit tag. So on title, we can give whatever we wish, but now I have given page views. So and set the body color for this web page and the font style, whatever the font style we want. So we can use that, and we can create some headings in the body. So after that, so I am displaying this PHP code. So now how to start the session. So for starting the session, so we use session underscore start. And for destroying the session, we use session underscore destroy. So now first we have to start the session. So this is a built-in function which is supported by the server. So session underscore start. So this session will be started, and for creating a variables, session variables, we have to use dollar underscore session of count. So here similar way dollar underscore cookie. So but that cookies will be stored in the browser and this session variables will be stored in the server. So the unimportant data can be stored in cookies. So and some confidential data we cannot create a cookie because it is easy for the hackers to hack the data. So we can go for session variables to secure our data. So now we can create this session variable dollar underscore session of count. So this count acts as a session variable. So after creating this session variable, just check it. So whether that variable is set or not. So if it is set, we will get true as a value. So and for the initial time, we declare it as 0. So and I am using not is set. That means if it is not set, so set to 0 and just say that counter initialize. Suppose if it is set, so we have to increment the count. So that means that in the beginning it will be set, and upon every refresh the value of the count will be incremented. So that incremented count we are displaying it on the web page. So that is dollar underscore session of count. So this will display the number of times the page is visited. So every time if you open the page, session will be started and the value will be incremented. So that is how it works. Every time you refresh, the page will be loaded. Upon reloading the page, every time it will increment the value and it will display the value. So this is how we can create the session variables. So very important thing is how to create a session, that is by using session underscore start we can create the session, and session underscore destroy is used to destroy the session. So and we can access the session variables by using dollar underscore session. So this is the program. So to run this program, go to the web browser. So and the name of the program is session slash session.php. So we are not using htdocs because htdocs acts as a local root server. So directly go to the path of this file. So that is project is lab3 and the file name is session.php. So in the initial stage, so the number of page views will be 0. So because for the first time it is not set, so it will take the value 0. So now if I refresh, so the value will be incremented to 1. So from now on, for every refresh, the value of the count will be incremented. So that is this lab program. So once we reload the session, so the session count will be set. So it increments the value. So this is about this lab program. So the important is if you are using very important data, we should not create a cookie for that. And to secure our data, we can use this session variables to store the data on the server side, and cookie data will be stored in the browser side. Thank you.